Have you ever wondered why some families seem more like a war zone than a place of love and support? Welcome, dear listeners, to a journey that delves into the heart of the home, where we'll explore the labyrinth that is family dynamics. This is not a blame game, but rather a quest for understanding, a journey aimed at shedding light on the dark psychology that lurks behind toxic families. We'll delve into the tricks and tactics that make a family more of a battlefield than a safe haven. From the gaslighting game to the guilt trip express, we'll uncover the strategies that toxic families employ to maintain control and perpetuate their cycle. We'll also provide you with the tools you need to identify and combat these toxic traits, so fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a riveting ride. In this journey today, we explore the shadows that often hide within the family unit. But first, what do we mean when we say a family is toxic? Imagine a garden where the plants are constantly fed with poison. That's what a toxic family feels like. It's characterized by manipulation, guilt-tripping, constant negativity, and a lack of emotional support or empathy. It's like living in a perpetual storm where the thunder of harsh words and the lightning of emotional abuse never seem to cease. Now that we have a clear definition, let's delve into the different aspects of toxicity. Ever been made to question your own sanity? Welcome to the gaslighting game. Gaslighting, it's like a sinister dance where one partner leads, twisting reality to their own tune. Picture an older sibling stealing your favorite toy and then convincing you that it was never yours to begin with, or a parent dismissing your achievements, insisting they never happened. Gaslighting is the art of manipulation, making you doubt your memory, your perception, even your sanity. It's a game, but the rules are stacked. The dealer is crooked and you, my friend, are not supposed to win. But remember, this is their reality, not yours. Their twisted version of the truth is not the gospel. You are not losing your mind. Gaslighting can be subtle, but its effects are profound, leaving you questioning your reality. But always remember, the truth is your truth, and it's time to reclaim it. All aboard the Guilt Trip Express. Next stop, emotional manipulation. Imagine you're at a family dinner. You've had a hard day and you just want to relax. But your sister, with a smile as sweet as sugar, says, "Remember when you used to help out more? Mum and Dad miss that, we all do." Suddenly, you're not just tired, you're guilty. That's the Guilt Trip Express for you, folks. It's the favorite vehicle of toxic families, driven by master manipulators who know just how to use guilt to control and influence. They'll remind you of past mistakes, of perceived shortcomings, of times you let them down. They'll make you feel like you owe them something, like you should be doing more, giving more. But let's get something straight. Guilt is a natural emotion. It's okay to feel guilty, but it's not okay for others to use your guilt against you. Remember, guilt is a powerful tool in the hands of a manipulator. Ever been compared to your perfect cousin or sibling? You've fallen into the comparison trap. Now let's dive deeper. In toxic families, comparisons often serve as a twisted yardstick, a damaging mechanism that can seriously dent one's self-esteem. Imagine being constantly measured against your high-achieving brother or your picture-perfect sister. The expectation to match up, the weight of unmet standards, it all becomes a heavy burden to bear. This isn't about healthy competition or motivation. It's a game rigged from the start, where winners are pre-selected and losers are left grappling with resentment and self-doubt. It's a cycle, a trap that perpetuates feelings of inadequacy and worthlessness. But remember, it's not a fair reflection of your worth. It's a control tool, a means to manipulate emotions and dictate behavior. So the next time you find yourself in the comparison trap, step back, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, comparisons aren't a measure of your worth, but a tool of control. Personal space? What's that? Meet the boundary busters. Now imagine a world where your private thoughts, feelings, and personal space are constantly invaded. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Welcome to the realm of the boundary busters. These are the folks who, in toxic families, simply don't understand the concept of personal boundaries. They'll pry into your personal life, make unsolicited comments, and generally make you feel like you're under a microscope. Boundaries are not just physical. They extend to our emotions, thoughts, and personal choices. They're our way of saying, this is me and that is you, and that's perfectly fine. It's healthy, in fact. In toxic families, however, this respect for personal boundaries often evaporates. It might be subtle, like a dismissive comment here and there, or it could be blatant, like rifling through your personal belongings. But remember, your boundaries are sacred and warrant respect, so guard them fiercely. Ever met someone who's always the victim, no matter what? Say hello to the martyr complex. This is a psychological phenomenon where a person constantly feels or acts like they're being persecuted, often sacrificing their own well-being for others. They're the ones who never hesitate to remind you of their sacrifices, turning every conversation into an opportunity to play the victim. In a toxic family setting, the martyr complex can be a powerful tool of manipulation. It's a one-sided narrative where the martyr paints themselves as the selfless hero, while everyone else is either ungrateful or taking advantage of their kindness. This can create a guilt-ridden environment where others feel obligated to cater to the martyr's needs and desires to reciprocate their sacrifices. The martyr complex is a masterclass in manipulation, one that's often hard to detect. So next time someone tries to guilt you into something by playing the victim, remember, it might just be a martyr complex at work. Feeling trapped? There's a way out. Let's talk about breaking free. When you're caught in the web of a toxic family, the first thing to remember is this: it's not your fault. You're not responsible for their actions, only your own. How do you escape? Begin by prioritizing self-care. Nurture your mental health. Indulge in hobbies that bring you joy, and surround yourself with positive influences. Remember, it's okay to put yourself first. It's not selfish, it's essential. Next, seek professional help. Therapists, counselors, support groups, they can provide the tools to cope and heal. They can help you build resilience, set boundaries, and reclaim your life. Finally, limit contact if necessary. It's tough, but sometimes the best way to protect yourself is to distance yourself. Remember, you are not alone. There are resources, people, and communities ready to help. Breaking free isn't easy, but it's the first step towards healing. Ever been given the cold shoulder for no apparent reason? You've experienced the silent treatment. It's the weapon of choice for many toxic families, a form of emotional abuse. It's like being banished without leaving the room. The silent treatment isn't about peace and quiet. It's about control, power, and punishment. It's a game where the rules are never clear. But the message is, you're not worth my words. Remember, silence can speak volumes, especially when it's used to punish. Welcome to the perfectionist parade, where nothing you do is ever good enough. Here, the toxic family sets a bar so high it's like trying to pluck a star from the night sky. You're constantly chasing an unattainable standard, a mirage of excellence that keeps shifting just out of reach. This parade of perfectionism is not a celebration but a march of manipulation. It's a twisted game where the rules keep changing and winning is an illusion. Perfection is an illusion, one that's often used to control and manipulate. In a toxic family, drama isn't an exception, it's the rule. Meet the drama queens and kings. These are the family members who seem to revel in chaos, who stir the pot for the sheer delight of watching the bubbles burst. They are the masters of conflict creation, the maestros of the melodrama. They turn the smallest issues into grand opera. A forgotten birthday becomes a betrayal. A missed call morphs into a personal attack. Their life is a never-ending soap opera, with themselves in the leading role. Their need for constant attention and validation fuels this cycle of drama, keeping the family in a state of perpetual unrest. But remember, a family shouldn't feel like a battlefield. In a healthy family, disagreements are resolved with respect and understanding, not with drama and manipulation. In a healthy family, peace isn't a luxury, it's a norm. So beware of the drama queens and kings, for their crowns are made of thorns. If you're finding this information helpful, consider subscribing and liking the video. It's a simple way to keep up with our latest insights and to show your appreciation. Remember, your engagement fuels our motivation to keep dissecting these complex topics. Your support helps us continue to provide content like this. Toxic families leave a legacy, one that's often hard to shake off. This legacy lingers, like an unwanted guest at a party, long after the immediate drama has subsided. It shows up in our relationships, our self-esteem, and even our physical health. The echoes of a toxic upbringing can follow us into adulthood, shaping our behaviors, our thoughts, and our interactions. But here's the silver lining. We're not doomed to repeat the past. We can break free from this toxic legacy. It takes courage, it takes strength, and yes, it often requires professional help. but healing is possible. And when we heal, we do more than just mend our own wounds. We break the cycle of toxicity. We create a healthier, happier environment for ourselves and for those who come after us. So remember, breaking the cycle of toxicity isn't just about us, it's about generations to come. Understanding is the first step towards healing. We've dissected the dark psychology of toxic families, from gaslighting to guilt trips, boundary busting to the martyr complex. If you're experiencing these, reach out, seek help. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the dark psychology behind toxic families. We're all on this journey of understanding together, and your company has been truly appreciated. Next time, we'll dive into the strategies for healing and recovery from toxic family dynamics. It's going to be a transformative discussion you won't want to miss. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, your mental health matters.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.